Lots of news to talk about tonight, so gather around, everybody. Welcome to ABC4 News at 6. I'm Brian McElhatton. A hospital in Murray lost power and backup power today. Employees evacuated here, and some NICU babies had to be moved to other hospitals. Our Bayan Wang has been there talking with hospital officials, the employees, and the patients who were affected too. We'll tell you more about that, but first, we're on fire watch for you tonight. Team coverage of the Willard Peak fire burning in North Ogden. It's burned 750 acres, 0% contained. Our Mackenzie Diaz, our Cade Gardner are both along the fire line, and Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy, the only local meteorologist at the fire, watching the conditions and the active skies in Utah tonight. Alana, let's begin with you and the weather.
Well, Brian, we definitely are watching these fire conditions closely here at the Willard Peak fire. Now, we're standing near the burn scar, and I'm going to draw your attention here because we've seen a chopper come back and forth. We're going to keep our eye. If we see that chopper doing water drops, we will definitely direct you towards it. I also want to just pan real quickly. If we can just see the smoke bubbling up over the mountain here, that is the Willard Peak fire. It's at 0% containment where we're standing in North Ogden. These were the homes that were threatened overnight. You notice that burn scar. At last check, more than 750 acres, as Brian just told you, has been charred. And you see that going all the way up to the backyards of these homes on the North Ogden. At current conditions of the fire, we know the heat has been a big player. The winds were a big player overnight, but today it's those dry thunderstorms. You're going to hear that fire traffic behind me. As we take a look at the graphics, you're able to see those 90-degree temperatures with the winds and dry conditions. Red flag warnings are in effect. Take a look, not just for this area. There's that chopper. I know the graphics are up, but we're seeing it kind of go back and forth to drop water. Red flag warnings for the Wasatch Front, for the West Desert, for the Uinta Mountains, the Wasatch Mountains, central, southern Utah. These are going to hold. As we take a look at those isolated thunderstorms, our dry, scattered thunderstorms have been problematic, putting down gusty winds and lightning. As we check out the forewarned radar, we definitely know that we've seen those storms kind of holding steady. You're looking at the radar and where those storms have bubbled up. We're very dry at the surface. This chopper is going to drop right now. I'm watching it grab water, and it's going to come back. So just stay with me as you see the radar showing where we still have active conditions. Some winds between 50 and 60 miles per hour when it came to those wind gusts. And we know those gusty conditions, not great when you're dealing with flames here at the Willard Peak fire. All right, Brian, we're getting ready to send it back to you. We may get this chopper overhead just right now. We know it's dipping right behind us as we stand near the fire line here, which you can see right over my shoulder, with storms and the fire threat holding on as we get into tonight. Last night was problematic as the winds shifted direction after the westerly winds died down, and that again kept those evacuations in place. We know that this is just one of several wildfires burning, and here it comes. You can hear it right now. Brian, I'm going to send it to you in just a second. Just stay with me. You're watching a live fire drop on the Willard Peak fire. There it is. And it's heading towards the flames you see over the mountain. Brian, we're going to send it back into you.
All right, Alana, an active scene out there. We appreciate your coverage there. Well, with those evacuation orders we've been talking about, some families had to leave their homes behind, not knowing when they get to go back, if they would ever get to go back. Our Northern Utah correspondent, Cade Gardner, has been speaking with those people. And Cade, what was it like for these folks who had to get out of there?
Brian, well, you may be able to hear it. That helicopter that just passed over Alana is now passing over us. Behind me, maybe 20 feet is the scar line. Maybe 100 feet in front of me is homes. This is the urban wildland interface, and we are up here to show you just how close these fires can get to homes in these areas. I spoke to neighbors who live here, and they were telling me that last night firefighters were out here essentially camped in all of their backyards, determined to not let these fires get to the homes. But it wasn't just the firefighters looking out for each other. I want you to look over this way to my right. There's a chicken coop. So I spoke to this family. They have chickens. They had evacuated last night and remembered, I haven't let my chickens out. They called a neighbor. He said, I'll go do it. Those chickens survived overnight, but you can see the fire got within feet of it. Now, everyone I've spoke to today is extremely grateful for the firefighters. They're surprised the chickens survived, but even more surprised that not a single home was burned down.
When it's live and the flames are 40, 50 feet in the air, you just think, there's no way. You know, you're just a person with a hose. They did it.
and they did it. That's really what we're all talking about today. Over 100 homes evacuated and not a single one damaged. An incredible story. Reporting live from North Ogden, Cade Garner, back to you.
Cade, thank you very much. We're happy for those folks there who had their chickens, but with all that fire comes all the smoke and the health dangers for those who are even further along, away from the fire line. Our Mackenzie Diaz is back on the fire line tonight. Mackenzie, this is affecting people, sure. It's also affecting animals, isn't it?
Hey, Brian. So, yeah, we're actually standing in the exact same place that we were yesterday. This road is now open for neighbors to go back up the hill and into their homes. We also are seeing a lot less smoke here in the area than we were seeing yesterday. But the Weber County Animal Service shelter is closed still because of the fire, and the shelter says they're working to keep their animals safe. So they're canceling adoption meet and greet appointments and more. Staff say they've been accessing the animal behavior and trying to see the animal behavior every hour since the fire, just monitoring their behavior. And staff say when animals smell the smoke, there is a certain stress response, saying animals sense the anxiety from others stressed out in the environment. Siri Main, director of the Weber County Animal Services, say they have an enrichment program to help calm these animals down.
Like sound machines for our cat rooms, something like bubble machines go really well. We're looking at different interactions. So in terms of affection, we're purchasing treats, interactive treats especially. So like snuggle mats, or I'm sorry, like snuggle blankets that we can put kibble in and have the dog sniff around and things like that. Yeah.
Staff say the shelter is supposed to reopen tomorrow, and if you have pets at home who are also maybe being affected, they say to just make sure they're getting food and water, and if they're not, then take them to the vet. Reporting in North Ogden, Mackenzie Diaz, ABC4 News.
Now, the animals feel the stress too. Mackenzie, thank you very much.